Hey, good morning, everybody. This is Coffee with Great Wealth Strategies. This is Eric Henyon, also known as Regular Joe. And of course, I've got my cup of Joe ready to share some insights with you guys this morning. So, today's article, what we're going to review, name of it is No Rich People Here and the Dangers of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and Other Real Estate Training. So, let's jump right into this. Basically, the desire to make a quick buck can drive people to do many things, including laying thousands of dollars on the line in order to receive special training that will help them hit it big time. Those in the cash flow real estate industry may be familiar with Rich Dad, Poor Dad line of books, educational materials by Robert Kiyosaki, which promises huge returns for users who work with Rich Dad coaches. While some of the tips are certainly useful in the real world, the reality is that programs like this are extremely costly and don't always result in any kind of revenue. There's even a website called Rich Daddy Nightmares that serves as an ongoing testimonial to the dangers of this program. I suggest you guys check that out, Rich Daddy Nightmares. In one instance, an unnamed investor attended an introductory seminar that cost him $500 over several days, on top of other minor expenses, hotel, food, things like that you'd traditionally get for going to something like this. So once there, he was quickly pressured into signing up for a myriad of additional courses, which reportedly ranged, and I've heard this myself, that they range from $15,000 to a whopping, this is the highest I've heard, $75,000. I believe that's the one where the coach comes to your house. But the person opted for the $26,000 set of lessons, believing this would be helpful, only to realize that he was being fed a series of misleading market truths that were ultimately useless. One of the most dangerous practices championed by Rich Dad, Poor Dad for its clients to substantially raise their credit card limits to the excess of $100,000 in order to afford home improvements that would presumably attract better residents. However, according to investors' accounts, the underlying real reason for this suggestion was to help attendees afford more courses. A seminar focusing on short sales, the person wrote, was filled with outdated information about that sub-industry that hardly covered the technical particulars of purchasing that type of home, instead relying on generalities that weren't helpful at all. Simply put, avoid Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and other programs like it. If you want to throw your wealth away, you could always do that, but you can always buy the organization's cash flow game. It's a lot cheaper to do it that way. And it's named How to Get Out of the Rat Race. So you can play the game for a lot less money and learn a little bit about it. But the board game, at least you're using fake dollars with this, so you can't really lose any real wealth. However, if you are serious about cash flow real estate as a trustworthy method of investment, check out greatwealthstrategies.com. You'll receive your own free game plan report, is how this company, who we partnered with, processes folks. It doesn't cost anything. You don't have to go to a seminar, and you can actually learn at that point what you can actually do with cash flow real estate and how to put your money to work. So thanks for joining us. This is Coffee with Great Wealth Strategies. Regular Joe checking in with you. And do me a favor, fill up other people's coffee cups by passing this along. Share it on Facebook, Twitter it, do whatever you can to get it out there. Appreciate it. Thanks.